episode 4, Trev's Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. You know that. If you're tuning in, if you're watching, that's too sweet. Anyway, as we're getting nearer and nearer to the 1920 season, and as teams are slowly figuring out their cap situations, if they have to, I think there's 3 teams over the cap right now. And as everybody's still building their roster, and we're getting closer and closer and closer to make those divisional prediction videos, I figured it'd be at least a good opportunity here and now to at least go over who I think would be teams to watch in 2019-20. Now, it's not necessarily a reflection of my expert opinion, because, I mean, let's face it, I'm no Drager, I'm no McKenzie, I'm no Kiprios. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a very good thing, because, I mean, I can't stand McKenzie at all. But, for better or worse, here are my picks for teams to watch in 2019-2020. Before I start, though, here's a small disclaimer. This could apply to any 10 teams, and I've only picked 5 from each conference. 5 in the East, 5 in the West, and in no particular order. So, feel free to counterpoint, feel free to debate, comments below, you know what to do. Let's talk about it. First off, start with the Arizona Coyotes. Everything should be going up for them. They got Mr. Beer and Hot Dogs himself. They got a new owner. They might even have a new arena here fairly quickly. Who knows? Hard to say. And coming off the season they had last year, I mean, they were only eliminated in the last week from playoff contention. Is this the year they finally make the push? You know, is this the year they finally get back into the playoff picture? Is Phil the Thrill enough? Is there enough cast around him? Hard to say. But, for better or worse, it can only go up for them. Oh, Columbus. They lost Bob. They lost Brett. They lost Duchesne. They lost Dzingel. Everybody they went all in with, they've lost and got nothing back. They depleted their draft picks at the draft to go all in, and they didn't make it past the Bruins. A lot of people are already writing them off, saying, you know, as competitive as they have been for the last few years, this is it for them. But is it really? I mean, do they have enough guys coming up from the farm system? Do they have enough key core veterans still on the team to say, oh yeah, we can still make the push, we can still make the playoffs? Do they? I want to say yes, but I'm not sure. I'll bet you the Blues are still playing Gloria on repeat, at least till October. Is Binnington nervous now? You know, now that he's set his own bar, now that he's got his own standards to live up to. I mean, guy came in, took Jake Allen's job, won the Blues the cup. Can he still keep that momentum going? Can the Blues as a whole still keep that momentum going? Can they get Patrick Maroon back? You know, as much of a good luck charm as Layla was, and could still be, who knows? Can they do it again? Can they at least make a deep run and say to everybody else that, yeah, we're still competitors, we can still make a cup run? It'd be interesting to see how they handle the cup hangover. Oh, Tampa. Oh, Tampa. I wonder how much it still stings knowing that they tied a league record for most wins by a team, set a league record for most team points, and got swept in the first round. How much does that still hurt? You got to think coming out of the gate, they're going to be some pissed. And if not, then why the hell do they still have that team together? It's still Stevie's team. No matter how you look at it, They really didn't change much. I mean, they got McElhaney for a backup. McBackup. How does last year's result affect this year? And can they make that push? I hope so. One would think after years and years, I mean, 3 cups in, what was it, 6 years? They were supposed to be a dynasty, and they haven't made the playoffs in the last 2. I mean, yeah, Crawford's been a huge part of maybe their lack of success. Because, I mean, Crawford is supposed to be the be-all, end-all as far as the net goes. And now they're spending $12 million in the net between Crawford and Lehner. With Keith and Seabrook not getting any younger. And both of them locked down to super, super hard to move contracts. Has their window closed? Can they still be the competitive force they were for years? You gotta think at some point, losing is enough. You want to get better. And I mean, Kane and Taves are still good to go for years. Can they do another cup run? I want to see another cup run from Chicago. I really do. But you got to wonder, is it too late? Now, I think this is the part where the Panthers say, hey, we're not a joke no more. We got Coach Q. We got Goalie Bob. We got Hoffman still on the team. How long for? Who knows? Ekblad is supposed to be the first overall pick from 2013. And he's really done nothing in his time in Florida. Now, I don't know if that's by design or just by accident, but at some point, the Panthers have to realize that, if we want to be competitive, if we want, to fill our arena full of fans, they got to play for it too. It can't just be a case of, oh, hey, come buy a ticket and come watch us lose. And hopefully, with Quenneville behind the bench, they'll stop losing and they'll start winning and they'll actually be a credible team for once. I mean, geez. If you could reincarnate Pavel Bure of years past, would that make a difference? Going into free agency, the word around the Dallas camp was they need to get younger, they need to get faster, they need to get better. I don't think signing Pavelski gets you any younger, faster, or better. I mean, Pavelski's a good hand to have, don't get me wrong. But it's not the same Jamie Benn that we've watched years ago. It's not the same Tyler Seguin we watched years ago. And does the owner of the team need to call them out again before they actually do say, hey, time to go on a serious deep run here? I mean, Bishop was supposed to be the goalie of the future in Dallas. And it's not a knock on Bishop at all. He's a great goalie. Is he enough? Be interesting to see where Dallas goes from here. Oh, New Jersey. New Jersey, New Jersey, New Jersey. So they draft Jack Hughes. They get PK Subban the next day. And that's really about it. Now, a lot of people, myself included, think they're definitely going to rush Jack Hughes in. And this is what I was saying on draft day. I don't think Hughes is the number 1 pick. It should have went to Kako, but I digress. I'm not Fred Shiro. I don't pick draft picks for the Devils. Goaltending hasn't changed. It hasn't even gotten better. Hall is a free agent after the end of this season. Do you think he's going to want to talk extension during the season? I don't think so. He's already gone on record as saying he wants to play for a playoff team because he's only played in 1 playoff series in his entire career and he lost. The guy won a Hart Trophy 2 years ago and he already wants out of Jersey. Now, it's not saying he wants out, he just wants to play for a competitive team. So, with everything they've got together, Hughes, Subban, Heischer, Hall, is that enough to keep Hall in New Jersey? I don't know. I really don't know, but it should be interesting to see what they do. If they don't go on the playoff run, guarantee you Hall's out. If they're nowhere near the playoff contention, guarantee you Hall's out. Even if they don't make it to the conference final, Hall could be out. So how much of a distraction is Taylor Hall and his contract status going to be to this team? On the topic of teams Subban played for, Nashville. So, again, they got rid of Subban for nothing so they can clear cap space to sign Duchesne. Which was a good move for both. I mean, Duchesne wanted them, they wanted Duchesne. They still have Turris. They still have Johansson. Turris, I don't know if I put all my stock in, but Rene's not getting any younger. And they can only ride that horse for so long. Eventually, he's going to go limp. They're going to have to put him down. So, losing Subban, I mean, how much does this hurt Nashville? Or does it make them better? I mean, can Duchesne have another 70-point season or better? You know, is he the missing piece of the cog? I mean, I wouldn't consider them cup contenders still. You know, I mean, good on him for going on that run where they lost to Pittsburgh. But can they do that again and produce a success out of it? Who knows? I mean, Parity ran the playoffs last year. Why not, right? It'd be interesting to see how Nashville plays out this year. Finally, a team I'm actually excited to watch this year. Not that I'm a fan, because I'm not. But I'm excited to see the Rangers this year. I mean, this rebuild they've been on for the last 2 years was just given a serious dose of anabolic steroids. Drafting Kakko was a nice present. Signing Panarin was a nice get. Getting Trouba to sign long term was amazing. But other than that, I mean, Shattenkirk is not the defenseman he's supposed to be. Lundqvist is the same situation as Rene, not getting any younger. Are all these improvements, are all these additions, this serious dose of anabolic steroids, is that enough? I mean, guarantee you, they'll at least be competitive this year. They might even make the playoffs. Might. You got to remember, they play in the Metro. And the Metro is too unpredictable. And I don't know. I mean, top 3 in the Metro? Hard to say. Wild card? Maybe. We'll give that some more thought before I do my division prediction videos, but I'm curious beyond all measure to see how the Rangers perform this year. That was episode 4 of Trev's Hockey Show. I want to thank you for tuning in. Your viewership always means so much to me. Always has, always will. And don't forget that I do appreciate every time you guys tune in. You know, my March to 50 is still on for all my channels. So, like, share, subscribe. Really do hit that red button. Let's get that subscription count up. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can find Trev's Trade Page on Facebook at Trev's Trade Page. You can find Trev TV on Facebook at Trev's TV. And you can find Trev TV on Instagram at Rockstar Trev TV. So moving forward, I got at least a couple more ideas for the hockey show, or at least the hockey show channel, that I'll probably end up putting out hopefully before the weekend, if not next week. I've got a wrestling video idea in mind. But again, being it's off season and not much happening with wrestling going on right now, we're pulling strings, and whatever strings we can pull, we'll pull them. So either way, content's coming. So in the meantime, and in between time, Be on the lookout for more videos from Trev. Later.